Oh, cute. Oh my god. Oh, so Leo. Oh. Oi. Hello everyone and welcome to day 10. 10 days left. Yeah. Um, you know, I've been doing these videos for a week now. And it's been like pretty hard, obviously. But today has been like a little bit harder. I've Well, let's say this in order. Today I woke up at like 1 and I didn't eat. I didn't feel like eating. I didn't have the appetite to do so. And I bought sushi because my father and I talked the other, like, last night we talked because today there was like other basketball match, and yeah, so since it was on a special night, we bought sushi. So the match happened at like 6 in the afternoon, and yeah, I ate sushi, but I didn't really enjoy it, even though I really like sushi. Like, I made this drawing which shows foods that I like. Like, it's not like I super love hamburgers, but um but I didn't really enjoy the sushi, and so yeah, I yeah, at one point I got extremely dizzy. Well, I was super dizzy because not because I didn't eat in the afternoon. Well, not because I didn't have lunch, because my body is like used to not eating too much. Like, I can eat one thing in a day and like my body won't say much. um but but yeah, I'm gonna talk about this more today. But yeah, I was dizzy because before watching the match I started getting sad, really sad, because I feel kind of trashed by someone I love. But yeah, I feel, well, not betrayed, just a special someone, a very special person to me, promised me something really important. Um, he promised something that he promised something that I really needed, something that I told him that I needed. Well, I didn't tell him explicitly I need this, but that was actually what I needed. And I didn't explicitly tell him, but I told him, hey, this is making me feel really bad. So he promised that, okay, then I'm gonna do this, which he hasn't done. It's been 2 weeks and he hasn't fulfilled that promise. Um, you know, it's curious to me how there's like lots and lots of books or shows or video games that show people with certain ideas and certain plans, and they show you the signs, and not just books or media, but like there's lots of posts everywhere about how to prevent. And I know that I don't know, that's my problem. I shouldn't hang on to other people, I guess. But why have I never in my life been able to think about myself? It's always, yeah, you have this problem, but think about, but, I know I have to think of others, but I'm tired of my voice not reaching anyone, absolutely anyone. Like, I tell people that I can't do this on my own. I don't have the tools to build myself a better future. I literally don't. And it's not about hanging on anymore. I've been hanging on for 5 years, and I don't have the tools to to be a normal person, a sane person. I can't. I've tried getting help from psychologists, a hospital. I'm sorry, 10 minutes, and I'm sorry, I just needed to get it off from myself because I'm trying not to cry. I don't want to cry on camera. But you guys know what I mean, right? People say they care, but they are not there when you need them the most. People say you're not alone. Why? But then why? And then they'll say, what happened? What could have we do to prevent this? I've been telling you guys this whole time what I needed. But no one. I'm trying my best to hold on. But okay, guys, let's continue with the story from the other day. So grade 8 ended, and so summer started. Also, uh, also, I'm gonna put you guys a photo of how I looked like in 8th grade. How the girl people said that was so ugly that they had to treat her bad so I wouldn't have a crush on them looked. I know, I mean, I don't see myself as pretty here in these photos due to what people have said, but I know that I'm at least cute. I was cute at least, you know. Summer started, and I didn't have friends. Well, no, I made one friend. Let's call her N. So, N, I met her like at the last day at school. She was like drawing. So, I got close to her and said, "Hi, are you drawing?" And she said, "Yeah." And I was like, "What are you drawing?" And she was like super shy, which I thought was super cute. So I started being her friend. So yeah, she came to my birthday, and you know, it was nice. So then in that summer, I didn't do much. Like, I remember I stayed home. Like, yeah, I always stayed home that summer because, you know, I was like 14 and still not really had friends. Like, I had that friend, but we were not that close. But yeah, we texted each other a bit, but I didn't mind staying home. Oh no, but yeah, I remember that in my, because I don't live in a city, I live in a town. So in my town, there are not loads of, like, you see me and you see that I'm not like, not to not to be mean to any other people, but you see me and you say, okay, this girl's like alternative or something. I don't know, because apparently having colored glasses is, or like having bangs is like weird. So oh my god. Okay, so there aren't much people like that here, but one day I when I was going out, I don't know, with my father to buy something, he saw that there was a group of people dressed weird and said, "Hey, you should go and talk to them." And I was like, okay. So I picked lots of courage and went up to them and told them, "Hi, uh, my name's Nemu, and you know, I was wondering, there's like, it's like the first time I see like people who are dressed up cool here, and I was wondering, could I like hang out with you guys?" And they were like, "Oh yeah." So yeah, I joined, and you know, I really don't have problem. Like, I like to, when I'm in big groups, I don't mind like being silent and listening. Like, I'm sometimes I like to talk and talk and talk, but sometimes I like to stay quiet and like pay attention to what people are saying, and I'm having fun that way. So I did that, and so I did that, and eventually started joining the conversation little by little, because I'm quite shy, and well, it depends, but yeah, but like, no, like, I'm outspoken, but at the same time I'm shy. It's like really weird to explain, but you know, so yeah, and they started like looking at me weird and stuff, like, because they were talking about anime, and oh my god, this is my husband, he's so hot. So I would join and said, oh, I really like this character from Edgeworld. And like, and they said, Edgeworld, what's that? And I was like, oh, that's a web series, and I really like him a lot. And one boy said, oh really? And you know, yeah, so they told me they like got up and got to, and like, they got up and talked with each other, and they turned to me and said, hey, do you wanna like tomorrow hang out like here? same place, but let's do it at like 10 in the night. And I was like, oh, they're inviting me to go with them. And I said, yeah, okay. So I went there the next day and I saw that there were no people, so I said, oh, I'm the first one arriving. So I sat down in a bench and waited for an hour and a half until I realized that they weren't coming. So I called my dad, he picked me up, and I went home. I was even ostracized by people who were ostracized by other people, which is something very usual that you'll, oh no, which is something very usual that you guys will be hearing a lot. My bangs are horrible. So yeah, this, like, me being ostracized by even weird people or like losers is something that you will be hearing a lot from now on. So yeah, this is the end of the video. I hope you guys have a good day, good night, good day, and sorry if I'm not in very high spirits this video. I'm still pretty, sad. Well, not sad, a bit shaken, but it's okay. At the end, it'll all be okay. So, yeah. 韩娘要服啊！